When a film clinches the title of Best Picture at the Oscars, it carries the weight of being considered among the greatest cinematic achievements. While many winners like Casablanca, On the Waterfront, and The Godfather rightfully hold their place in history, there are some that, in hindsight, seem undeserving of the honour. These are the films we're calling out as the 10 worst Oscar winners ever. But before we go through these 10 worst Oscar-winning movies, don't forget to subscribe this channel for more videos like this. With that being said, the 10th worst movie to win an Oscar is Shakespeare in Love. Shakespeare in Love is a standout romantic comedy that propelled Gwyneth Paltrow to stardom alongside Joseph Fiennes as William Shakespeare. The film's portrayal of Shakespeare's love affair with Viola de Lesseps, played by Paltrow, reflects themes from his famous works. Judi Dench's role as Queen Elizabeth earned her an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. Despite its quality, the film's Best Picture win is tainted by Harvey Weinstein's controversial campaign tactics, leaving doubt about its victory over Saving Private Ryan, which some argue was more deserving. And the 9th worst movie to win an Oscar is How Green Was My Valley. How Green Was My Valley gained notoriety for surpassing cinematic masterpieces like The Maltese Falcon and Citizen Kane, despite the latter's esteemed reputation. While it provided Roddy McDowall with a significant role as Hugh Morgan in a narrative of a mining family's struggles, the film itself is considered merely average. Directed by the legendary John Ford, it earned him his unprecedented 4th Best Director Oscar. However, Ford's earlier work, The Grapes of Wrath, has outlasted How Green Was My Valley in cultural significance, highlighting the latter's relative forgettability in comparison. And the 8th worst Oscar-winning movie is Around the World in 80 Days. Around the World in 80 Days stands as a prime example of spectacle overshadowing substance. Director Michael Anderson's adaptation of Jules Verne's novel follows Phileas Fogg's globe-trotting adventure, portrayed by David Niven. Filmed in just 75 days across 13 countries, it boasts over 50 cameo appearances by Hollywood stars of the era. While not the worst film, it pales in comparison to its Best Picture competitors, The King and I, Giant, and The Ten Commandments, highlighting its lack of enduring impact. And the 7th worst movie to win an Oscar is Out of Africa. Out of Africa, despite its 7 Oscars, struggles to captivate audiences, with Meryl Streep's portrayal of Karen Blixen being a saving grace. However, Streep herself missed out on the Oscar to Geraldine Page. The film's portrayal of Blixen's African advocacy now feels outdated, with native characters sidelined. Robert Redford's presence likely drew crowds, but both he and Streep have delivered superior performances in other films. And the 6th worst Oscar-winning movie is The King's Speech. The King's Speech's victory in the expanded 2010 Best Picture category remains a point of contention, especially considering the formidable competition it faced. Despite its emotionally resonant storyline and strong performances from Colin Firth and the veteran cast, including Geoffrey Rush and Helena Bonham Carter, the film falls short compared to contemporaries like The Social Network and Inception. While not a bad movie, The King's Speech is overshadowed by its peers from the same year and perhaps shouldn't have clinched the top prize. And the 5th worst Oscar-winning movie is Forrest Gump. The 30th anniversary of Pulp Fiction and The Shawshank Redemption serves as a reminder of their enduring impact from the 90s. However, both these films, along with Quiz Show and 4 Weddings and a Funeral, were overshadowed by Forrest Gump at the Oscars. While Tom Hanks's portrayal earned him a 2nd Best Actor win, the film's reliance on nostalgic CGI moments and its portrayal of Forrest as a simplistic figure now seem outdated and potentially offensive. Additionally, the treatment of Jenny's character raises concerns about misogyny in retrospect. And the 4th worst Oscar-winning movie is A Beautiful Mind. In 2001, while films like The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Moulin Rouge, and Gosford Park generated excitement among audiences, the Best Picture went to Ron Howard's A Beautiful Mind. The film, loosely based on mathematician John Forbes Nash's life, portrays his struggles with schizophrenia, though it takes liberties with certain details. Notably, Nash's bisexuality and his wife's nationality are glossed over. A Beautiful Mind's inclusion on this list stems from its perceived overrating upon release and its discordance with other Best Picture winners. And the third worst movie to win an Oscar is Driving Miss Daisy. Driving Miss Daisy's Best Picture win is considered embarrassing, ranking among only 2 other films deemed worse. The story follows the relationship between Hoke Colburn and Daisy Worthen, exploring themes of race and friendship. However, the film's portrayal of their dynamic is criticised for its master-servant undertones, making it hard to view their connection as genuine. In retrospect, the movie's success seems unlikely in today's context. Its victory over superior contenders like Born on the 4th of July, Dead Poets Society, Field of Dreams, and My Left Foot only adds to its controversial legacy. And the second worst Oscar-winning movie is Crash. Crash, like the preceding films on this list, attempts to tackle race relations but falls short. Unlike some of its counterparts, it lacks redeeming qualities. The film's portrayal of racism is criticised, especially the controversial scene involving police officer John Ryan. Despite its win, many view Crash's victory as undeserved, with speculation that it triumphed over Brokeback Mountain due to reluctance to honour a gay romantic drama. Critics have consistently panned Crash since its win. And the last worst movie to win an Oscar is Green Book. Green Book managed to dethrone Crash as one of the worst Best Picture winners. Director Peter Farrelly's attempt at a dramatic narrative about the friendship between a white driver and a black musician in 1962's segregated South lacks nuance. The film's focus on the driver's redemptive arc sidelines the musician's story, drawing criticism. Since its unexpected Oscar win, Green Book has become synonymous with undeserving winners. While it currently holds the title of the worst Oscar winner, the history of the Academy Awards suggests that another film could claim that dubious honour in the future. So what would you like to say about these 10 worst Oscar-winning movies? Tell us in the comments section. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe this channel.